how is life these past last years?
Been interesting, you know, lots of things have happened.
Lots of things. You were mother?
Became a mother, yes, twice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How did that influence your work at all?
I don't know, that's a difficult question. I mean, these 8 years, it's a long time, you know, since albums, so things have changed. I've developed as a person, I don't know, with the children.
And you're looking in from the inside, so you don't maybe have.
Well, yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. You kind of don't have that perception, yeah.
On this album, it's only 8 songs, but it's like so filled with emotion and so much content. How did you choose this 8? Because you had much more, haven't you?
Yeah, we have a lot of songs, and we're going to do another record, so there'll be a record out within the year of the release of this one. That's a compendium to this one. So this was always meant to be 2 records anyway. But yeah, these 8 songs fell together. I expected to put more songs on the record, but when I tried to sequence them, I felt that the 8 was enough. I was sick of hearing myself. I was like, it's enough Róisín, so much Róisín and what she's feeling. Oh my God, we can't have any more than that.
Was like working with Eddie Stevens, because you work with him with the EP Mi Senti, right? Was like a big decision for you to make a new album. Was like the right time generally?
Yeah, I think it was the right time generally. Really, there wasn't another album before that was ready for me to make. You know, there hadn't been another idea that came to me that felt like an album. And I was making records, tracks here and there, but none of those things spoke to me as in that way or pushed me in that direction. And so when we did Mi Senti, and I was kind of observing how this guy who I've worked with in the live music for so many years now, seeing how great he was in the studio and everything, I just was like, oh yeah, that's perfect, just try to do this with Eddie.
And you have a broad spectrum of art on your work, but on Evil Eyes you directed it to the video, and you have like a very clear influence, a very clear image of a persona from Ingmar Bergman. Yes. Why did you choose to put it? It was like a good marriage with the lyrics and with the song?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, there isn't really... I like making videos that don't have anything to do with the song. I don't know if anybody's noticed this. It's sort of like overpowered.
Actually, I think
I kind of don't... What has that got to do with the song? Nothing.
Yeah, that's cool, but I think this one does. You don't think it does? No?
It wasn't intentional. I don't think it was just a feel thing, to be honest. But and the same with exploitation. Those things are kind of like, what is that? What's that story? But yeah, I'm enjoying it. That is a real buzz to direct stuff after all these years of like watching people make videos. When I don't have a huge budget and I'm looking around the younger directors who might want to do stuff for not very much money, don't have as much experience as myself, so it was really time for me to actually do it, you know.
And it was amazing. So Artsy, it's an art pop that it's difficult to see these days.
Thank you.
And I have to ask this, is House of Glass autobiographical?
Yes, it is, yeah, very much so, yeah.
And the opening track, Gone Fishing, it was based on Paris is Burning, the documentary.
Correct.
Why did you feel you had to do something? Why did it strike you to do something?
Oh, so many reasons. There's so much about that movie that's just wonderful, you know, and on every level. There's a real emotional level there. There's a visual level, a performance level, historical level. Yeah, everything. There's just a bit of everything, and I'm just in heaven when I'm watching it. So the first time I saw it, I was really moved to come in the studio the next day and write a song about it. And I think I do connect to those performers, you know, as people who are performers who are very flamboyant, very, very expressive, but also with this kind of connection to something more, you know, emotional stuff, such as pain and, you know, whatnot.
this album has a very different sound from what you used to do. Did anyone ever tell you at some point, why don't you make a more catchy dance music album? Did everyone ever tell you that while you were making it?
Yes, there were people who said that, yes.
When did you came up with Hairless Toys, the name of the album?
Well, Hairless Toys, I didn't come up with it. It's a misunderstanding. Eddie thought I was singing the words Hairless Toys.
Why?
I was singing Careless Talk, but I was probably a bit drunk when I was singing it, so
but it's creative of him anyway.
It's creative of him, yeah. But yeah, no. So there was a misunderstanding, and then when I looked down at the titles of the tracks, and I saw this phrase "Hairless Toys," I thought, that's it. An absurd title for an absurd record, really.
And final question: how is it like to be on stage again?
Well, you know, it's difficult.
I loved it. Let's do it together.
No, I love it. You know, I like the stage.